Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Finally, it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Coventry United TV. And no, your ears don't deceive you. It is Liam Cook back with the Red and Greens after a year out. Not sure whether that's good news or bad news, to be honest with you. But we are here live from the Green King Stadium, the home of Leicester Road Football Club, for the first pre-season fixture of the summer of 2020. It's been a bit of a rough old year, hasn't it? But finally, football is back, although not in the manner that we would have hoped for. There are no spectators allowed here at Green King Stadium today, hence why we've decided to break with tradition and bring you live commentary of this pre-season fixture. There will be no video highlights, of course, to protect the formation, the tactics and any potential trialists we have within the team, but this will be the best way to keep you up to date with what is going on here in Leicestershire. We don't have the team news for Leicester Road, unfortunately. Of course, with pre-season friendlies, managers do keep their cards very close to their chests, but the Red and Greens have 3 trialists in their team, which of course we will not be able to name. We do have a trialist centre-back, a trialist left-back and a trialist midfielder on the bench. So here's the team for Coventry United. Reece Francis starting goal. The defence will consist of Harry Sawyer, the trialist, captain Michael Quirk, and the second trialist, a midfield 3 of Kevin Thornton, Jake Holt, the former Leicester Road man, of course, and Aaron Williams. And up front, the front 3, Dominic Allain, Riley O'Sullivan, and Chris Camwell. United in white shirts this afternoon on this baking hot summer afternoon in Leicestershire. Not a cloud, well, there's a few clouds in the sky actually, but it is as blue as a certain other Coventry team. Leicester Road will be in blue and I think you'd call that maroon, would you? I'd say it's maroon, possibly claret. It's a purpley red colour anyway, let's just say that. I'm going with blue and maroon. United in their away shirts, all white. They're wearing green shorts and green socks. The new home and away strips will be debuted when the season officially gets underway, which we believe will be the first weekend of September. Just waiting for players to take their seats. Of course, very strict COVID-19 regulations. No pre-match handshakes. Substitutes having to sit a minimum of 2 meters apart. And of course, the saddest part of all is the absence not only of the Red and Green Army, but the Leicester Road fans too. As manager Terry Anderson said in our pre-season interview this week, football without the fans just isn't the same. And hopefully we'll be able to get you all back into the stadium in the coming weeks and months. But until then, we will have live commentary of every men's pre-season friendly. The vast majority of which are expected to be behind closed doors for the safety of all involved. Well, you may well hear a couple of voices around us. There are a few representatives of Leicester Road allowed in the stadium. Everyone's been checked off a list to adhere to the track and trace obligations. In terms of Coventry United staff, except for the managerial staff, the only people in attendance are myself, our marketing director, Mr. Connor West, and club photographer, Jeff Bennett. It's been a long time since we've been able to say this, but kickoff is close. The season cancelled way back in April. A long 4 months later, 4 months which should have seen an Olympics, European Championship, Tour de France, everything in between. There should have been so much sport this summer, but we've had to put up with a boring few weeks in lockdown. Thankfully, the Premier League and the Championship were able to finish, but the vast majority of clubs have been struggling with no revenue to come in and overhead still to pay. Of course, we do extend our best wishes to every club involved. Sadly, some have folded or simply had to defer a couple of leagues. Of course, South Normanton Athletic, one of the teams in the MFL that have sadly had to withdraw from the league. But Coventry United are here, healthy and well, as we get set for the first roll of the ball of the summer of 2020. The season's still a little over a month away. But as any footballer or coach will tell you, preparation is critical. And it all begins now at Green King Stadium. Leicester Road versus Coventry United. United kicking from left to right. Harry Sawyer muscling away from the Leicester Road number 8. Tries to play it up the wing. It's blocked off by the home midfielder. Seem to be calling Leicester Road players by positions and numbers. No team sheet for Leicester Road today, which is the norm in pre-season. Try lobs it up the right-hand side, and those are the dulcet tones of the sensational Scouser himself, Terry Anson, next to her, taking an elevated position in the main stand at Green King Stadium. And a great interception on the edge of the penalty area by Riley O'Sullivan, trying to catch off the goalkeeper, but he is tripped by the number 6 as he gets a tame shot away. And a free kick in a position of great value for the Red and Greens. Chris Campbell has the ball in hand, and we know how dangerous that left peg of his can be. He ended the season really as the form player for Coventry United. Also standing next to him is a former Leicester Road man in his own right in Jake Holt, but Holt has indeed left the duties to the former Coventry City winger. Green Army delighted to see Campbell stay for another season. Elaine, O'Sullivan and Holt in the penalty area. 4-man wall in front of Canwell. Can he get pre-season off to a flying start in the first couple of minutes? And he was only a couple of millimetres away as it brushes the side netting on its way out. That was not a bad effort at all from Canwell. The keeper wasn't getting close to it. Inch to the left and United would have been in business. Pass around the back line for Leicester Road and hoofed upfield by the goalkeeper. Bouncing awkwardly for Sawyer. The Trialist gets his bonce on that and gives United some breathing room. Crossing opportunity for the Leicester Road number 4. Sawyer gets stuck in and brings the ball back to Anderson's side. Williams drops deep. Thornton hassled and hurried with Leicester Road number 10, nearly sends him onto his backside. Thornton has said he's in the shape of his life after a strict training regime in pre-season. He looks in fantastic shape. He's lost about 2 stone while shaving the beard off. Lopped it upfield to Riley O'Sullivan. Felt a shove from behind. The referee says no. In the centre circle it goes with Leicester Road onto the left-hand side. Quick passing, keeping the ball going for the Midland League Division 1 team. Through ball by the number 10, had more legs than the number 3 could handle. Last time Coventry United played Leicester Road was a Midland League Cup match a couple of years ago in which United were successful. There will be a couple of drinks breaks during the match, we believe around the 22nd, 23rd minute for the first half. O'Sullivan sent on his way with a teasing long-range pass. That's nodded back to the goalkeeper by the Leicester Road centre-back. Half volley thumped into United territory, and United urged to relax, calm down, just use this ball. Rolled out by Superman himself, Reece Francis, the former Bromsgrove man, sticking around for his second campaign. It's his first full campaign with United. He missed the first few weeks of last season before joining. Campbell out-leaped from the goal kick. Flicked over Thornton. Driving through the midfield, lunging by the trialist, unsuccessful. Well, that was successful from the second trialist, the centre-back trialist. Neat through ball by Campbell, and here comes the trialist left-back. He's got O'Sullivan in there. It's a great ball, brought to feet. Riley O'Sullivan, can he finish? Smash it across the keeper, well saved! And there it is, the opening goal of pre-season. And it just had to be the former Leicester Road man. Jake Holt smashes it home from close range after 5 minutes. And that's a great way for the trialist to make an impression. Finds O'Sullivan at the far post. Great control by O'Sullivan, creating a little bit of separation from the defenders. The effort was parried to Holt by the keeper, and Holt made no mistake, drilling the ball into the roof of the net. Coventry United lead by 1-0 in the opening 5 minutes. So there's the perfect start to pre-season, and of course results are something that haven't been easy to come by for United in the last couple of pre-season campaigns. I believe United only had 2 last year. And of course, the actual season ended up a lot better than pre-season did. United have conceded a free kick about halfway into their own territory, a stern challenge, shall we say, starting in by the trialist centre-back for Coventry United. Leicester Road man stayed down for a moment, but he's back on his feet. And a quick free kick taken, and the centre-back is going to have to try and redeem himself here as he holds off the number 9, sliding by Sawyer, and a second one gets the ball away. Great defending from Harry Sawyer, putting his body on the line there, but a now crossing opportunity for Leicester Road. United want offside. Referee says no, the cross put in. Trapped between the legs of the United centre-back, and he has tripped the Leicester Road striker, and the penalty has been given, a needless penalty, it must be said. And just 90 seconds after taking the lead, United have to contend with a Leicester Road penalty. We've seen the heroics that Francis has pulled off against Coventry United in penalty shootouts. Let's see what he can do. Between the sticks, it's just Francis and the Leicester Road number 9. And it is saved by Francis onto the post. Both hands to it. Reece Francis diving to his right, gets the right way, and it pings off the woodwork, and United clear for the throw-in. Well, certainly an eventful first 7 minutes at the Green King Stadium. United still lead by 1-0 thanks to that 5th-minute goal from the former Leicester Road midfielder Jake Holt. O'Sullivan hoping to get onto that ball, the left-hand side of the defenders, just enough to shepherd it out for the throw-in. Halfway into Leicester Road territory. On the left wing. It's going to be the trialist left-back who set up the opening goal. Williams. Back to the trialist. Here's Quirk. United captain Williams again shielding the ball from the number 11. Gets to the way to Canwell, playing a more central role. The ball deflects off the Leicester Road man and allows O'Sullivan into the area. And the strike deflects off the heel of the Leicester Road number 5. Quick low cross by Canwell. Riley O'Sullivan couldn't do anything with it. It rolls past him and it's nodded back towards Francis. Francis tells the defence to Let it roll back to him, and United will play out from the back as they love to do. Jake Holt. Thornton skips away from the challenge. Quirk with the trialist once more. Thornton in space. Goes on the run. Williams looking to the right for Sawyer. Can he find Harry Sawyer? Yes, he can. Great ball. Chest control by Sawyer. Tries to flick it away over the head of the number 8, but he's flicked it out for a throw, level with the penalty area. If United can try and pressure Leicester Road into a mistake, it may still work out. And United have forced the error indeed. The throw cannons off the Leicester Road number 8, and Elaine will take the throw and finds Thornton in space. Cantwell wants it. Cantwell gets it. Takes aim. High and wide. Some may have feared. There were reports of temperatures being in the 30s today. So it will probably be more like the high 20s, but thankfully there is quite a cooling breeze. So the lads shouldn't be as hot as they may have been. Conditioning is an integral part of pre-season, especially for Terry Anderson. High cross towards the edge of the penalty area, brought down beautifully by the Leicester Road number 8, tries to square it. Sawyer gets there the first time, but it will come in with the number 9, and it is pinged in off the far post. Leicester Road do have the equaliser. Sawyer unlucky in that position, not a lot he could do. But it was a well-taken strike by the Leicester Road striker, smashing it across Francis and in off the far post. Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 1. Back underway. Elaine on the right-hand side. Flicks it on for Sawyer. The arm and the shirt being dragged back by the home number 6. Previous free kick from Cowell came very close. He's going to go for the assist this time. Thornton into a lane, tries to curl one in at the near post. Safe hands from the keeper. Floats over the defender, and Quirk's got to mop that up, and does. Sawyer, he got to the ball, but it was stabbed away by the Leicester Road number 10, and the outstretched leg of Sawyer catching him. Oh, no physio required. United couldn't afford to concede again. Hooked in, strong header clear to Canwell. Drills it upfield. O'Sullivan's all on his own here. Elaine's going to change that with the overlapping run, but he's crowded out and sandwiched between the two midfielders. That's going to be a free kick to United on the edge of the centre circle in the Leicester Road half. 12 minutes gone in the opening pre-season friendly. It's been first half full of surprises and full of action thus far, and the break is on for Leicester Road down the left-hand side. The number 9 having trouble to control the ball on the line. He has kept it in, needs support, plays it down line to the left back. United putting a white wall in front of the penalty area. Over to the right back, switching the play. Long range cross blocked off by the back of Canwell, flicked on by the number 4. Back to the right back, straight out of touch, and shout of frustration, which I shan't repeat, from the Leicester Road man. Ball going again in the penalty area. It's Michael Quirk, former Coventry City and Bedworth man, among others. Of course, he started his career as a goalkeeper, played several matches for the Sky Blues in the EFL Championship. Now the proud captain of Coventry United as a centre-back. Here's the robust midfield general, Aaron Williams. Now Elaine. Red and green through and through. This man, the dreadlock dynamo in attack. Williams, charged down by the midfielder wearing number 10. Sawyer finds Kevin Thornton looking in great shape so far. Finds Holt in space, the scorer of the opening goal. Try this back to Holt. Quirk on the halfway line. Thornton quickly closed down, has to get the ball away. He does. Back heel by Camwell, keeps the ball rolling for the trialist. Can he get another assist to his name? Put it low into the penalty area. O'Sullivan couldn't get there. That was a late lunge in on Camwell in the penalty area. Referee says no foul. The ball had already gone, and Camwell still getting to his feet. United are a man down for the moment. Elaine trying to wrestle the ball back. And a little bit of a dangerous lunge in there in the number 6. But both teams really getting down and dirty. But Campbell is still on his knees. That was a gnarly challenge. So 15 minutes gone at Green King Stadium. I believe we are going to have the first water break of the match. As physio Dan White checks on the condition of Chris Camwell. The score remains at Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 1. Jake Holt opening and scoring on 5 minutes. Just a minute later, the Red and Greens conceded a penalty, which was well saved by Francis, but sadly on 10 minutes, Leicester Road were able to equalise. It's going well so far for Coventry United, but it can always go better. If you are enjoying the coverage today, make sure to hit the like button on YouTube, comment below with your feedback, and subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive football content. Of course, CUTV will be the exclusive home of Coventry United and Coventry United ladies fixtures this season. Campbell will be able to continue, and he is back on the field after that quick water break. Dangerous times on the edge of the penalty area, but Quirk deals with it well. Williams out lead, and that's not something that happens easily. A bit of a soft free kick given there as so with a little bit of a barge on the Leicester Road number 8 on the left-hand side, about 10 yards down line from the Coventry penalty area. It's the left back to whip it in. Everyone but O'Sullivan back. O'Sullivan looking a little bit isolated upfield. Killed in and nodded out by the trialist left back. Probably could have left it in hindsight, but of course we have a much better view than the players can see. There will be a corner coming in from the right-hand side. Now Elaine has moved further afield for a potential counter. Riley, 2 up for United, 3 back for Leicester. Everyone else in and around that penalty area hoping to make the crucial intervention. Floated in from the right, headed up rather than out by Quirk. Back into the danger zone, the number 10 now with an effort at goal. Straight at Francis. And Williams will look to dart away from the area with the ball on his feet. Aaron Williams, what a run this is. Trip from behind. I think the Leicester Road man taking one for the team there. There was no way he was stopping Williams. And the referee, if this was a competitive match, would probably bring up the yellow card at this point. Seeing as it is a friendly, the majority of referees dispense with the punishments. return the ball to Elaine. United crowded out on the edge of the penalty area. Dense midfield working to Leicester's advantage in that scenario. We're throwing just shy of Tom Bates' technical area. Bates, of course, the new assistant manager of Coventry United following the resignation of Luke Mawson. You know, Luke is tuned in today. Hope you're well, Luke. I'll see you soon. Free kick another 10 yards further up line for Leicester Road. To the edge of the penalty area, modded. Cushion header to the number 10. Cut out well by Williams and thumped upfield. Can O'Sullivan get on the end on this? No, he can't. He's not giving up on it. And his pressure nearly paid off with the ball driven through the centre, deflected out by Aaron Williams. Down line with the Leicester Road number 6. Closed down by Williams. That's a swipe away from the teenage striker. All the way back to the keeper, who hasn't been entirely busy since the opening goal. United came out the blocks incredibly well. Leicester had half found their way into the game. Heavy first touch from Cantwell takes it away from him. Floating ball to the edge of the penalty area, brought to feet by the trialist. Thornton, now Cantwell playing a more central role at the moment. Trialist down the centre, flicks off the boot of Williams. Number 8 going to ground, trying to slide it through for his teammate, but the trialist centre back on hand to regain the ball. Here's Sawyer. Elaine returns the ball well to Harry Sawyer. Sullivan wants it through. With the Chantra on the side, it was always going to be difficult for Sawyer. Cantwell keeps it alive for Coventry. He's got a lane in space on the right, tries to play it into the box with O'Sullivan. The second time asking, it's blocked off. It is now with Elaine. Cantwell eyeing up goal. It was curling, but not quite quick enough. Second long-range strike that Cantwell's had. Second time it's not hit the target. You can see his hunger, his desire to hit the back of the net has not diminished since the end of last season. Free kick given there after a clash between Quirk and one of the Leicester Road players. It just looked like a shoulder-to-shoulder thing from where I'm standing, so a bit of a soft one to give away. We are aware there is a little bit of noise coming from the wind. I mean, the wind isn't particularly heavy here, but it is affecting the microphone. We will be getting a wind cover for the microphone as soon as we can. Hopefully that will be set out all ready for the start of the season. Free kick taken. And it comes to nothing. It's easily gathered on the edge of the penalty area by the trialist Cantwell with the overlapping run from the left back. Switches it over to the right hand side, looking for Dominic Elaine. Keeper brings it under control the second time, asking after letting it bounce initially. So we are officially halfway through the first half at Green King Stadium, the first pre-season friendly of the summer. The long-range ball from the goalkeeper bouncing to the left-hand side of the penalty area. The trialist centre-back doing enough to tap it out for the corner under pressure. And we may well be getting ready for the first substitution of the match as Lewis Eisen prepares. And we're going to have another drinks break in a second, probably following the conclusion of this corner kick. Joe Cairns and Lewis Eisen have gone for a warm-up. And he goes towards the far post. Cantwell's header, and United have got the free kick. The striker using Cantwell as a launch pad. And Leicester Road players actually kicked the ball away from Francis. unable to name the trialists for obvious reasons. Williams. Sawyer, United encased on this near side, but quick passing to Kevin Thornton has relieved the pressure. We'll be going off air at half-time, so look for the second live stream at the conclusion of the half-time break. Sullivan's cross, up rather than out by the centre-back. United too slow to the seconds. Cleared as far as Quirk on the halfway line. Williams. Campbell trying to let him run, but there was a defender right behind him, and now here come Leicester Road. Through ball by the number 4, the striker trying to switch back on the defender. The trialist does ever so well to jockey him for position. It was a bit of a cagey start for the number 5. He's found his feet now. It looks like he may well be coming off to be replaced by Lewis Eisen in the next few minutes. You see the trialist centre mid getting ready. And we will have that water break now. So it appears we're having 2 water breaks in the first half and 2 in the second half. So while we have this quick water break, we'll be having a water break of our own, so we'll be back with you in just a second. And we are back for the conclusion of the first half here on CUTV. Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 1. After that quick drinks break, commentators need their whistles wet too. So on the clock we have 28 minutes. underway with the ball in hand of the Leicester Road goalkeeper. Terrence is now taking his place next to Tom Bates in the technical area. After spending the opening half an hour of this match in the stands alongside the CUTV media team. Fancy header on. Oh my goodness, that was ever so close. The header on by the Leicester Road striker onto the number 10. First time volley, dipping over Reece Francis. Didn't quite dip enough, it was just onto the roof of the net. With Francis in no man's land, he had no hope of keeping that one out. A dangerous start for Leicester Road following the drinks break. So they've got to get that intensity back. Stumbled by Williams allows the home side back onto the ball. Challenge from behind by Holt. He's got the ball, but the referee has given the free kick. A lot of referees do frown upon challenges from behind. There's no doubt there that Jake Holt did win the ball, but he did get a piece of the man too. A contentious decision. It could be one that costs Coventry here. Well, Francis setting up his wall. It's a four-man wall consisting of one of the trialists, Harry Sawyer, Kevin Thornton and Aaron Williams. It's going to be the Leicester Road number 5 to line this one up. It's going to have to be a real pile driver to catch Francis out from there. He steps up, straight into the wall, and an overhead kick by the trialist to get it to Chris Camwell. Flicks it on for Williams. Camwell making the overlapping run, and there's space for Sawyer on the right-hand side. O'Sullivan sends Sawyer on his way. Will he get there in time? No, he won't, but he'll force the throw in a great position, just shy of the penalty area. Great work between O'Sullivan and Sawyer. Here's Sawyer again. Whips it in, and it was nearly going all the way. I think the wind was helping it a little bit there. Very nearly ended up right in the stanchion, but the hands of the goalkeeper preventing Sawyer from making it 2-1. Poor touch from the Leicester Road number 9 on the left wing, resulting in a throw halfway into Coventry territory. The wind is picking up now at Green King Stadium. Francis punts it away. Didn't quite get the power on it. Stabbed on by Williams. Nodded up and nodded out by the Leicester Road number 6. Quick throw taken by the third trialist. Looking for Riley O'Sullivan, and again it's poked out by this time the Leicester Road number 5. So there has been a substitution for Coventry United. Dominic Allain has been replaced by a trialist who can play in midfield but seems to be playing on the right side of the front three at the moment. Thornton, 1-2 with Sawyer. The centre-back trialist, here's Quirk. Thornton in the centre circle, returns to Quirk, trying to open up some space for the United midfield. Rolls it into Riley O'Sullivan, shot from behind, and a trip from the number 11, a double-edged sword there for Leicester Road. If one hadn't been given, then the other surely would have. And another shove on O'Sullivan, about another 5 yards further afield, and a quick free kick attempted by Coventry United by Kevin Thornton and Chris Camwell, but the referee has to check on Riley O'Sullivan, who has stayed down. It's Camwell standing over the ball. Too low. Straight to the first Leicester Road defender. Centre circle now with the number 10 for the home side. An aimless crossfield ball. Can the fullback get there in time? Well, yes, he can. He plays it upfield along the right wing to the number 4. Division 1 side pressing on. Can they push United further down? No, they can't. It's going to be a corner diverted out by the trialist number 5. Start this game very promisingly. Leicester Road have edged their way back into it. And it remains at 1-1 after 34 minutes. Again, we will be taking a break at half-time, so look for the second live stream when it begins. Curled into the far post and curled all the way through. And that will be a Coventry United goal kick. Coventry United TV, the home of all Coventry United and Coventry United ladies matches this season, with live commentary, video highlights and interviews. The media team is bigger and bolder and better this season, so we'll be keeping you up to date, more in depth than ever before. For the first time we are using the brand new CUTV headset. So who says that we don't treat you? Of course, if you are interested in sponsoring the CUTV commentary streams, you can do so. Just leave a comment below and we'll get back to you. Leicester Road building pressure on the edge of the penalty area. Williams able to clear. The ball bobbling towards the right-hand corner, goes out of play for a Coventry United throw. Bit of a toothless attack from Leicester. Francis' kick. Williams held back there. She tried to get on the end of it. Aaron Williams with a ball over the top of the defence, all the way back to the keeper, and Chris Canwell was only a stride or two behind. Well, the entire Leicester Road team of substitutes is going for a run down the touchline. It looks like we may be having a brand new team after the half-time break. Getting 8 players there, including a substitute goalkeeper. Well, there has been a free kick given on the right-hand corner of the United penalty area. High into the box. Once again, straight through. Last 2 deliveries have been rather poor. So less than 10 minutes to go until half-time at Green King Stadium in the very first Coventry United pre-season friendly of the summer. It's Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 1. The opening goal coming in the 5th minute from Jake Holt. Reece Francis able to save a 7th minute penalty from Leicester Road. With a strike in off the post. Brought Leicester Road level on 10 minutes. Cross blocked up by Sawyer. Trialist back to Sawyer, can he whip it in? Holds on the edge of the area, back heel. Canwell couldn't get there in time, and the defender over to dance around him. Great footwork and great passing from Leicester Road to find the way out of that situation with their backs to the wall. Superb stuff from the home side. Well, that wasn't superb as the ball trickling through a sea of white and blue. It ends up at the feet of Tom Bates out for a Coventry United throw on the halfway line on the right side. Throw taking a few keepy-ups from Jake Holt. Tried to do too many tricks, so he loses out to the number 7, but the ball from his opposite number for Leicester Road is cut out by the number 5 centre-back for Coventry United, the trialist. Slide from behind on Aaron Williams by the Leicester Road number 11. Free kick quickly taken. Fulton was unaware that the free kick had been taken, and I think indeed the referee is going to give United a second chance here. Holt tried to take it quickly, gave it to Thornton, who was unaware that the free kick had been taken. He picked up the ball, trying to place it, and then the Leicester Road man steamed in from behind, trying to take him out. And the same player is trying to affect the taking of the free kick, just rolling the ball away. Chest control on the edge of the penalty area, but there seems to have been a rather hefty touch from behind from the Leicester Road man on the United trialist. Referee says no. There's a collision there between Quirk and the Leicester Road number 10. It is getting a fair bit gritty now. I think that these lads have missed football so much they're going to take it out on each other. Well, that's going to be a throw-in about 20 yards into Leicester Road territory. Things are just getting good now, lads, but unfortunately, half-time's coming in about 6 minutes. It's always the way, always gets good just before the break. It's kept in by the trialist winger. O'Sullivan setting himself up for the shot, trying to catch out the goalkeeper at the near post, but he was ready for it. Bouncing and bobbling into his grasp as Ison and the newly re-signed Kyle Carey go for a walk, as do Lewis Ison, Joe Cairns and Ben Valance. Well, it was assumed that Carey would not be returning to Coventry United this summer. He had talked with a number of other clubs, but we have been informed this morning that Carey has agreed to rejoin United, hence his involvement today. Francis popped it into the centre circle, but United lose out mid-air. Can Leicester Road get themselves in front before the break? Looking for the 1-2 there, the number 3, but the 2 was a little bit more powerful than intended. It's a throw-in right in the left-hand corner for Coventry United, and they've got to get this right. They give it away here, they're in a whole world of trouble. Here's Kevin Thornton, blocked off. Sawyer to Williams, not a great first touch, but he's helped out by Sawyer again. Aaron Williams up the right side. O'Sullivan jockeying for position and loses out to number 6, but once again, poor control brings United back into play. Here's Thornton, lofts it to the left-hand side for the trialist left-back. He's kept it in. Of course, he's already got an assist to his name, helping out with Jake Holt's goal. Lopped in on by Canwell, and just a yard behind it was the trialist. It's been far from terrible for United this first half, but there are improvements to be made. At times, O'Sullivan has been isolated as the sole striker. They have been playing a 4-3-3, but O'Sullivan has been on his own for a substantial amount of time. And now the number 10 striding through, and that's a fantastic save by Reece Francis. The striker had defenders either side unable to curtail his run. He tried to just lift it over Francis, but the left arm stretched out to deny Leicester Road what would have been the goal to take them in the lead. But they're not done now. On the edge of the area, it's the Leicester Road number 9, and just sneaking in with the challenge is Kevin Thornton, trying to drill it through for the run of Chris Canwell. Picked up by the defender, but only as far as Holt was that clearance. Holt into Canwell. Can he lift it over the keeper? Yes, he can! Chris Canwell makes it 2-1. Coventry United retake the lead with just 3 minutes plus stoppages until half-time. The keeper racing off his line to meet Canwell. The former Sky Blues youngster got there first and chips it over the shot stopper, and it bounces neatly into the net. Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. Will that be the final action of the first half? The way this game's gone, I bet not. Immediately Leicester Road on the attack. Crossing opportunity from the right-hand side. The attacker forced back where he came from. It's a rather poor attempt into the area, just trying to chip it on. But nothing for Francis to worry about. 2 minutes until the break. There will be, I'd say, at least 3 minutes of stoppages. We've had 2 water breaks. Sawyer is the third try for Coventry United, who came from the bench. Thornton trips as he gets it away to the left-back trialist, who got the assist for Jake Holt's early goal. Thornton. Holt. Canwell finds Williams in the centre. Riley O'Sullivan. Out wide to Canwell. Canwell takes it on. Well, there was no one in the penalty area really to help him out. The trialist was getting in there, but a little late to the party. And the referee has called for offside against the Leicester Road man. It's the final minutes of normal time before the half-time whistle. And we will be going off air at half-time. Locked up, gets it away to Camwell. Thornton floats over the trialist in the penalty area, but it's picked up by Harry Sawyer. He's had a fantastic game for United. Plays a 1-2 with the trialist. It's Sawyer taking on the Leicester Road defence on his own. Puts it off plate for Riley O'Sullivan. Couldn't turn. I think O'Sullivan disappointed himself there. He had to took it first time. Would have had a great chance to score. He tried to be clever about it, and that doesn't always work out. And that is not the best of clearances from the goalkeeper. He sliced it, and in fact, he sliced it out for a corner. That's not easy to do. Right, we now are into the added period. Played short by Thornton. So 1-2 with O'Sullivan. First time whipping by Sawyer. Not an out as far as Camwell. And misplaced pass to Quirk, and now it's Leicester Road on the march. Driving forward, the Leicester Road number 11, now to the number 10. And a poor touch in the penalty area. He knows he should have done better there. It's fallen straight to Francis now. United playing out from the back. Here's Thornton. You can just tell that Thornton has got so much more energy than we've seen in previous seasons. The work he's put in during the close season has been absolutely phenomenal. He's lost up to 3 stone since the last match in April. You've got to admire that dedication from the former Sky Blues and Northampton midfielder. And another poor ball from the midfield. Leicester Road have lost their heads a little bit towards the end of this first half. They need to regroup during the break. We're into the second minute of added time. Throw taken by Sawyer to the trialist. Safely back with Reece Francis. Lofts it to the left. Can't quite find the trialist left back, and now Leicester Road may have one more opportunity before the break. Not if Quirk's got anything to do with it. Good strength to wrestle the ball back. Thornton. Trialist puts it through for Jake Holt. Could there be one more United counter? It's a great lofted ball by Jake Holt. O'Sullivan on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Trying to cut in. It's Riley O'Sullivan, and his leg taken out from underneath him. And United will end the first half with a penalty. O'Sullivan trying to trick his way past the defender. Now the referee is going over to check with the assistant. And I believe the referee has overturned it. Indeed, the referee has overturned the decision. And they're consultating with the linesman. There will be no penalty kick. The referee originally called for it as O'Sullivan was trying to twist and turn his way around the defender. As he got past him, the defender stuck out his leg and seemed to trip the trailing leg of O'Sullivan. But the referee obviously feels, after consulting with the assistant, that there wasn't enough contact in there to justify the penalty decision, and will get underway with a free kick for diving from the goalkeeper. The United management team, Terry Johnston, Tom Bates, less than pleased. And could Leicester Road have one more opportunity before the break? We're into a 4th minute of added time. Well, the United management staff and Riley O'Sullivan still consultating with the assistant as play continues. O'Sullivan incensed with the decision. It did look like the wrong decision from the assistant, I've got to say. We're trying to give referees as much slack as we can. But when you see a wrong decision, you've got to point it out. And I think United should have been awarded the penalty there. Clearance from the Leicester Road number 4, charged down by Thornton. It's back with the fullback. Well, it was. He was unable to keep within the confines of play, and we can see that United are going to bring on 3 players at half-time, and they are going to be Kyle Carey, Lewis Eisen, and Lewis Hudson. So there will be a minimum of 3 changes at the half-time interval. United at the moment like a well-oiled machine in terms of the squad, the core of the team together. As Terence said during the interview, it was absolutely crucial to keep these lads together. United could well have been league champions had the season have continued. Of course, there's still a lot of football to be played. We'll never know if United would have won the title last season. But these lads had a great opportunity, and they're going to have another go this season. And Leicester Road have another go. A long-range strike stinging the gloves of Reece Francis. But it's a relatively simple save for Superman between the sticks. And there goes the half-time whistle here at Greene King Stadium. A controversial end to the first half when Riley O'Sullivan seemed to have won a penalty for the Red and Greens before the assistant and the referee decided to overrule that decision. Jake Holt and Chris Campbell with the goals for the Red and Greens. Half-time score at Greene King Stadium is Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. And we'll go into half-time and take a short break. Check back in around 10 minutes for the conclusion of this first pre-season friendly. And we are back here on Coventry United TV with live coverage of the second half of this pre-season friendly between Leicester Road and Coventry United. The half-time score is Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. Goals coming from Jake Holt and Chris Camwell for the Red and Greens. Now we've got to do a couple of shout-outs for some of our valued Red and Greens fans listening. Firstly, Alfie Green, hope you're well. He's been leaving some comments on YouTube. I would say hello to Alan Howe, but I don't want to. Just kidding. You got a decent pint with you, mate, and you're enjoying the action. Roy Eden as well. Hope you're doing well. United go for an early strike there, and Lewis Hudson striking it over. There are a couple of changes that we've got to take you through in just a second. Alan Ward also listening in. Chris Jones, Patrick Corcoran. I believe I pronounced that right. It is 2-1 to Coventry. Yes, Patrick, it's 2-1 to Coventry United. There was a goal in the 5th minute for Jake Holt. A penalty save from Reece Francis before a 10th minute goal for Leicester Road, making it 1-1. And about 2 minutes before the end of the first half, Chris Campbell chipped it over the goalkeeper to make it 2-1. If you're struggling to keep up with the commentary, there are updates on the Coventry United Twitter at Cov United. It's being manned by our very own Connor West, our new marketing director. So you'll be able to keep up to date with what's going on there if you're struggling to keep up on the commentary. So the changes for Coventry United are as follows. There are 5 of them. Now, just let me get this right. So the first try to left back has come off, as have Michael Quirk, Aaron Williams, Harry Sawyer and Riley O'Sullivan. And coming on for Coventry United are Lewis Ison, Lewis Hudson, Ben Valance, Kyle Carey and Joe Cairns. Thank you to Connor for that little helping hand there. It's not often that we have 5 subs in one go. We might have that next season. I'm not sure whether they're allowing 5 substitutions or not. It's pretty unlikely. But you never know. They've got it in the Premier League, so we might have it here. So those 5 substitutions confirmed for Coventry United as the strike bounces wide. So once again, those substitutions. Trialist at left back off, Riley O'Sullivan off, Harry Sawyer off, Aaron Williams off, and Michael Quirk off. And in their place are Lewis Ison, Lewis Hudson, Kyle Carey, Ben Valance, and Joe Cairns. Now, please don't ask me to go through that again because my brain will explode. So, trialist number 5 at centre-back. You have to have 2 trialists on the field at the moment. One at centre-back and one, it seems like he's going down the centre as the main striker. They're playing a 4-3-3, so the current team is this. Reece Francis in goal. Lewis Hudson at right back. The trialist and Lewis Ison at left back. Centre back, I should say. Ben Valance at left back. In midfield are Kevin Thornton, Jake Holt, and Joe Cairns. And in the front 3 on the right-hand side is Kyle Carey, who we can confirm has signed for United this morning. Another trialist down the middle. And Chris Camwell on the left. So I hope that brings you up to date with latest goings on. Leicester Road have virtually put out a brand new team. They've got a whole lot of players who have been brought on after half time. They had about 8 players going for a warm-up down the touchline. Reece Francis under pressure there as he smacks it off the Leicester Road striker. Hudson. A little bit of a trip on the far side. Will he try and keep it in? Yes, he will. Turns away from his opposite number 14. Thornton, lofted ball, and may find Chris Camwell on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Oh, just bounces away from the former Sky Blues man, ever so close. Looking through some of your comments, of course, Coventry United. Very, very close to having a penalty. It was originally given. They had a penalty at the end of the first half as Riley O'Sullivan was tripped. It was originally given by the referee He then consultated with the linesman, and then overall the decision. Now, we've had a look at some footage taken by our club photographer, Jeff Bennett. It looked like he was looking for it, if you know what I mean. There was definitely contact with the leg of Riley O'Sullivan, but the way he went down, which Jeff, to be fair to him, got absolutely spot on. It was a great photo. He went down to the right, which was inconsistent with the contact. So I think the referee may have got that one right. And Big Reason, who is asking, what is the score, please? We've already said it at the start of the second half, but once again, Big Reason, just for you, the score is Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. So we've had 5 minutes of this second half. Here's the trialist at centre-back for United. Bit of a push from behind on the trialist attacker. Referee says no. Leicester Road all changed. Now, of course, we don't have the names for the Leicester Road players. Managers are very secretive when it comes to pre-season, and with good reason. Leicester Road in Midland Football League Division 1, which is a division below Coventry United. Keep up to date with all the latest goings on Twitter in terms of pre-season matches, signings, everything in between. The official club Twitter is @CovUnited, and of course on CUTV it is @CovUnitedTV. Here's Hudson. First time pass to Holt. Holt trying to play it off the right-hand side for Lewis Hudson, but Hudson a pace or two behind it. And also replying to Alfie Green on YouTube. I'm not sure who Big Reason is, but he's very demanding, isn't he? Just joking, of course. We try and keep everyone up to date as much as we can. If you do have any feedback on the footage, of course, we do know there is a bit of problem with the wind resistance. But United are through now with the tries after a defensive error. There's no one in the penalty area, and it is a goal kick as he's shepherded into touch. The ball bouncing awkwardly for the Leicester Road number 5. The United try sneaking in from behind, taking it into control, but unfortunately was just shoved over the white line. After towards the edge of the penalty area for Leicester Road, strong head by Ison on as a half-time substitute. Leicester Road will come again. Ison's header. Thornton. Back to Francis, who of course saved the first half penalty before being beaten a couple of minutes later. Hudson on the right side of that back four. Here's Thornton. Hudson again. Leicester Road blocking the path of United on the edge of their own penalty area. The trialist centre-back over to Lewis Ison. Holt wants it. Ison across the penalty area to the trialist number 5, who gave away that first half penalty. Thornton, that's a cracking ball over the right-hand side. Offside's been given against Hudson. It was marginal, it must be said. The United substitute is not happy with the decision. Tom Bates, assistant manager, also displeased. It looked from here that Hudson was onside, but of course he's got a better view from over there than we have. So the goalkeeper with the free kick. Towards the edge of the United penalty area, brought down well by Ison, volleyed away by Kevin Thornton into the centre circle. Strong header to the Leicester Road number 3, beaten mid-air by Ben Valence. Bit of head tennis going on here. A United header followed by a Leicester Road header, followed by a United header. It's like a game of the floor is lava at the moment. Carey, lovely trickery into the penalty area. Kyle Carey, can he find a teammate in the air? Tries a square for Joe Cairns. But the defender gets there first. It was a little bit straight. Needed to be behind him, really, but suddenly that one comes to nothing, and the counter is on for Leicester Road. Darting run, but a combination of Ison and Valence blocking the path of that surging Leicester Road midfielder. And now Valence slips it through for Camwell. Camwell has got company of the Leicester Road number 6, who taps it over the white line. Throw in for Coventry United, level with the penalty area on the left-hand side. 10 minutes gone in the second half here at Green King Stadium. Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2 remains the current score. Question from Alfie, who has played the best so far? Well, Alfie, I think everyone has played well so far. It's been a great United performance, and it's put in for Kyle Carey, who puts it in the net, but the flag was raised. It was a great finish from Kyle Carey, but it is offside. It won't count. And that is one that I think the referee assistant clearly has got right. He was about 3 or 4 yards offside there. But Alfie, to answer your question, certainly in the first half, I think the best player has got to be Harry Sawyer. In the second half, we'll wait and see what happens. Harry is off the field now. But another contender, Kevin Fortin, has been absolutely brilliant in that anchoring role in the midfield. We've seen Chris Canwell with a delightful chip over the goalkeeper for that second goal. Everyone in their own way has brought something to the table, so it's difficult to have a man of the match at the moment. We'll name our man of the match towards the end of the game. But I hope that helped you, Alfie, with that question you had. If anyone else has any further questions, do let us know in the comments or on Twitter at Coventry United TV. We're always happy to answer your questions. And for every match this season that is closed doors, every friendly that is closed doors, we will be bringing you live coverage. We don't usually do that, but we can't have you guys missing out as Ison clears from the edge of his penalty area. Try this tackle, but gets stuck in once again. The number 8 just able to get to the centre back. It's blasted clear. I must say it's difficult commentating without knowing the Leicester Road players' names, but it's a necessary evil at the moment. And the ball towards the edge of the penalty area, rolling behind the striker. It was a great position. Canwell apparently is onside, although he is well past the defence. Oh, he went for another chip, this time about another 20 yards further back than the previous one. He must have been a good 30 yards away from the keeper. The referee's assistant kept the flag down, but the goalkeeper, I think, has hit his head on the post as he's fallen back. He doesn't look in a great way anyway. I think we are going to have a little bit of a water break now. It has cooled down significantly since the start of the match. We started in the high 20s. It must be down to the low 20s, maybe into the teens at the moment. It has cooled down significantly. But Chris Calmer, who looked offside, I've got to say, after a lofted ball from midfield, with a half-volley chip over the keeper, ended up on the roof of the net. The goalkeeper has gone down onto his back and looks in significant discomfort. Leicester do have a substitute goalkeeper who has gone for a warm-up down the touchline. The score remains at Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. But a promising start from Terry Anderson's men so far. Extra directions from the United manager Terry Anderson to his attacking players. A big reason the score of the second goal was Chris Camwell. It was about 3 minutes before half time. About 10 yards out, he chipped the ball over the goalkeeper into an empty net. To Alfie, yes, there is a ladies' friendly tomorrow, but we are not going to be providing commentary as it is a behind closed doors match, and it is a match that really is a bit in secrecy, if you will. Well, thankfully, the Leicester Road goalkeeper is okay. But there is going to be a substitution. The number 17 is coming on. He's back on his feet. He should be able to walk off unaided. But his day is done. 15 minutes of the second half, half an hour to go at the Green King Stadium. Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. Hudson, the centre circle. Driving up the right-hand side now, Lewis Hudson, what a run, but he needs some support. He's only got Carey for company, and his cross was a little bit tame. I think it was caught actually in that exchange. The ball trickles into a penalty area, which we know white shirts in a position to attack. And now it's Leicester Road on the move. Rather aimless ball from the halfway line into the grasp of Reece Francis. Drop down to the feet of Lewis Ice. Now Thornton dropping deep. Ice, Holt. As with the trialist centre-back, number 5 for the Red and Greens. One of 3 trialists utilised today. One of the trialists, the left-back, has been taken off, but he actually got the assist for the opening goal scored by Jake Holt. Kept in along the left-hand side by Carey. Sent back where it came from by the Leicester Road defender, but Ison retrieves and lays off to Reece Francis. Here's Thornton. Turns away from the number 10 and finds Holt for company. Floating ball looking for Canwell, met in the air by the Leicester Road defender. Cairns playing slightly deeper than we're used to seeing him. Thornton. That's with the trialist, but crowded out. But he's got the ball back. Driving towards the penalty area now. Brought down on the edge of the box. Carey brought it to feet, but the referee felt there was no advantage, and Carey would have been hard pressed to find a shot from there. It was back to the goal with several defenders behind, so United will have the free kick. They came very close, a hair's width away from opening scoring with a free kick in the 3rd minute from Chris Canwell. So you'd assume that Canwell will be over this again, and he is. Alongside the former Leicester Road man in Jake Holt. And Holt is indeed leaving it for the former Sky Blues youngster who has been instrumental since his arrival last season. United were quick to secure him with a new deal this summer. Can he get his first goal, or second goal I should say? It's deflected over. Hit the head of a player in the wall and straight over the crossbar, and we could well be seeing Riley O'Sullivan come back on. He's been sent for a warm-up. Corner taken short by Holt. Killed in by Kyle Carey, and the keeper dives onto it. You don't win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. And that's not the best of goal kicks. Kills out to the left, just shy of the halfway line. Well, United are preparing another couple of substitutes. Of course, rolling subs are allowed. We can get the players who started the game back on the pitch. Aaron Williams was taken off quite early, as was Riley O'Sullivan and Dominic Elaine. So we'll let you know who comes on and who comes off as and when that happens. Here's Ison. Trying to flood over the defence. Needs to be an inch higher and it would have been fine. The defender nods it back, and Cairns trying to get back on the end of that ball, but once again curtailed. But there's the interception from Ison. Hits the heel of Canwell. Sandwiched between the two Leicester Road players. The referee says no. It's thumped into safety. And the trialist defender trying to nod it out of play. Not the best option, but not only has he lost the ball, he's given away the free kick too. Halfway into United territory on the left-hand side, right on the left touchline. It's been a bit hit and miss for this trial. He's had his moments, but also he has looked uncomfortable at times. Taking short this free kick, crossing opportunity from the left. Thornton jockeying with the attacker. The attacker goes down and Thornton has got the ball. Good physicality from the former EFL journeyman. Hudson struck into the air by Camwell, and now it's with Carey. He only re-signed with Coventry today. He's gone down. Valence has the ball, but the referee has given the free kick to United, taken quickly by Valence to Kyle Carey. Valence in support, still going Carey. Tries to get the cross in, blocked off, and it'll be a throw right in the corner. Well, the changes will have to wait as Valence takes the throw in. That's not the best of balls, low and slow by Kyle Carey to the edge of the penalty area, picked up by the defender, but it's back with Kent, lofts it towards the try list at number 12 on the edge of the penalty area, but it's over his head and bounces into the hands of the Leicester Road number 17 between the six, who of course came on about 10 minutes ago to replace the injured goalkeeper. And we may well see the reintroduction of the left back as well, who got the assist for Jake Holt's goal. He's just going to get his boots again. Across the United back line to Lewis Eisen. First time pass by Holt. Retrieved by Thornton. Lovely flick on by the centre forward for United. But once again, head tennis going on. No one seems to want this ball at the minute. And Hudson steaming in with a challenge, has caught the trailing leg of the left back for Leicester Road. Free kick given. No further punishment, of course, in pre-season matches. It's very rare that you see a card given. And of course, there is no such thing as a friendly. Given away cheaply by United, but again Thornton there with the interception. Holt. Lofted ball to the left. Carey gives chase. Bounces over the white line. Still in a dangerous position though. It's a good throw from Leicester Road. That should alleviate the danger for now. Number 8 ducks away from Holt. Field to the left winger for the home side. Sullivan and Williams both waiting to come on. But Anderson yet to pull the trigger on that substitution. Misplaced pass, but still finds the number 7 for Leicester Road. Now space on the left for the number 11. Can he cut in on Eisen? Yes, he can. And a thumping strike flies wide at the far post. Power, but not precision. Well, we are now at the halfway point of the second half. Just 22 minutes to go until full time. Remember, there will be no match highlights, but there will be live commentary of every single men's first team friendly this season. And of course, when the season starts, we'll have live commentary, match highlights and interviews, all brought to you by Coventry United TV for the Coventry United men's team and the women's team, who once again will be competing in the FA Women's Championship this season. And it was announced yesterday that the Red and Greens will be facing London Bees in the first match of the FA Women's Championship, and that is set to take place on the weekend of the 5th and 6th of September. Lunging by Ice on the edge of the area, unsuccessful. Can the number 7 get the cross in? And it's blocked beautifully by Ben Valence. In fact, the final touch has come of the Leicester Road man. Great stuff from Ben Valence, and that will be the water break now here on CUTV. The score once again, Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. Jake Holt and Chris Campbell scored for the Greens. We don't have Leicester Road, unfortunately. We don't have the team sheets for the home side. So we'll just be going silent for about 30 seconds so we can have a quick drink of our own, because commentating is firstly work. Back in a second. And we're back on Coventry United TV. That should be the final water break done and dusted. On my watch, we've got 17 minutes of normal time to go. Well, while we know that the Red and Greens have been without their support tonight, I think some of the lads are going to the Albany afterwards, so if you want to say congratulations to the lads or voice your concerns or opinions, get yourself to the Albany tonight. And that's not good. Joe Cairns has gone down over on his ankle. And the physio has been called over. Dan White has been called to assist with Joe Cairns. So there have been two substitutions for Coventry United. Chris Camwell and Jake Holt have been replaced. Riley O'Sullivan and Aaron Williams have been brought on. United doing well. They're winning 2-1 against a side who surely will be battling for the championship in the Midland League Division 1. Leicester Road, an old rival of Coventry United in the early days of the club. These two were on the rise together through Divisions 3 and 2. So a long storied history between these two teams, which has certainly become more friendly over the last couple of years. Back in the way, but Francis' kick has gone straight to his opposite goalkeeper. 15 minutes until the final whistle. Now Sullivan battling for the ball, but the referee has actually given the free kick in favour of Leicester Road. Leicester Road man was that was rather unsportsmanlike. Well, first of all, there was a collision between the two players. It looked like both men had hold of each other's shirts, but the Leicester Road man, who doesn't have a number on his back, actually threw the ball in Riley O'Sullivan's face. Now, if that was a competitive match, it would have been at least a yellow card, maybe even a red. Well, that was a rather unsportsmanlike display, shall we say. Anyway, it has gone out of play for a throw right in the right-hand corner for Leicester Road. Throw to the edge of the box. Fulton trying to shepherd him away. Homeside still building on that right-hand corner of the box, looking for a route in. Misplaced pass collected by Joe Cairns and thumped upfield. Can the defender get there? It's played all the way back to the goalkeeper. He can't touch it with his hands, of course, due to the pass-back rules. He's under pressure from the trialist, gets it away to the number 9, who drops deep to help out. Well, Leicester Road haven't really put United under any sort of attacking pressure during this second half. Townsend's men just trying to get through this game, get the result, get the win, because of course last season it was a rather tough experience for the Red and Greens. And Terry Hansen said during our interview this week, only 2 wins out of around 8 matches in pre-season last year. Of course, results aren't everything in pre-season, but in terms of morale and a bit of confidence, you want to win a couple of matches as Hudson barges over the number 11 whilst trying to win the ball, and it will be a free kick halfway into United territory towards the right centre. I just don't know there will be any further substitutions for the Red and Greens, although Sawyer has actually got his training top off. There's a lunge from behind on Riley O'Sullivan, and it's those two again. It's the same combination. Riley O'Sullivan in the play without the number on his shirt. As the ball is shielded by the centre-back, number 5 for United. The trialist, he's got the ball away. He's been injured in the process. He's got it upfield to Kyle Carey, who's diving towards that penalty area. Carey in. The trialist lets it go for O'Sullivan behind. Up rather than out. The wind helping United there as the clearance is slowed down by the gales. And Fulton has just hooked it out as the defender clearly needs some treatment. So it's the number 5 trialist who's been playing a centre-back today. He's played every minute of the game thus far. He's had his moments, he's had his good and bad moments. He gave away the penalty, which was saved by Reece Francis in the opening 5 minutes. And then again, he's had some crucial interventions in and around that penalty area. So with only 11 minutes to go until normal time ends, as Terry Hansen calls his men over for a quick chat. Current score: Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. Jake Colt, Chris Camwell with both goals. As Kevin Ford at the moment is just trying not to burn in the sun. I mean, he's ginger and he's Irish. How bad can you get when it comes to sun? The centre-back is coming off, and it's Harry Sawyer who will be brought on in his place. So that should be the final substitution. We have less than 10 minutes to go. Jake Holt just coming up to sit down with his teammates after a fantastic performance. Certainly up there with man of the match, Jake Holt. Against his old club. So United passing it around the edge of their penalty area in the final 10 minutes of this match. If you are enjoying the coverage here on Coventry United TV, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already for more exclusive content. And we are on Twitter at Coventry United TV. Go and follow us on there for updates on the club and the show. Chris Camwell also heading over with his sports string, which I think he's certainly earned. He's not stopped running on that pitch as Chris Camwell. He's done very well today. Line. Chest control by Valance, but brought under control by the number 11. Number 3 sandwich between Hudson and Valance. Still looking for a way through, down line to the number 10. Chips into the area, good header away by Harry Sawyer. Williams only as far as the number 9. That's a good sliding block by Ison. Thornton lofts it up for the try list. Leaves it for Riley O'Sullivan. It's O'Sullivan. Dragged back from behind, and the referee is going to give the free kick. It wasn't a direct scoring opportunity for Riley O'Sullivan, but he would have had a chance to get one in the onion bag if it wasn't for that pullback. And I have to say, if this wasn't a friendly, the young number 6 would be on his way with a one-way ticket to the referee's little black book. Well, it's Kyle Carey standing over this one. It's on the left-hand corner of the penalty area. He's going to have to go some to curl it into that near post, but it looks like that's what he's going for. Well, Hudson trying to make a nuisance of himself in that Leicester Road wall. It's Carey. Oh, and it smacks off the woodwork. Well, you could tell what was on his mind. And what was on his mind very nearly came to fruition. Well, it looks like Leicester Road making one final change. I'm counting 6 minutes until the end of normal time. Leicester Road nearly caught off guard there with the short pass from the goalkeeper. It remains 2-1. Leicester Road are not out of this. They need to get some pressure on the United back line, which, in all fairness, haven't really been troubled that much since the half-time interval. I think half-time came at the wrong time for Leicester. They just haven't been able to pick up where they left off. Francis taking his time. No Leicester Road players are pressuring him, so why not? Cairns. Seems to be doubling up as a left back there as Hudson is playing a higher line. Valance. It's a beautiful crossfield ball to Harry Sawyer. Slightly heavy touch has actually caught the heel of the Leicester Road number 9 deep into his own half. Well, we're now going to name our CUTV man of the match. It must be said that every man on that pitch has done their bit, they've done their part. But one man stood head and shoulders on his perch after a fantastic performance. Harry Sawyer would have been in there if he had played a little bit longer, but we've got to give it to the former Leicester Road man. Today's CUTV man of the match is Jake Holt. One more time, just for you, Jake. CUTV man of the match, Jake Holt. It's fair to say the lads have done themselves proud today. Harry Sawyer had a fantastic first half. So we've got to give it to someone who has really played over an hour. And in all fairness, Holt has got the first goal. He was integral to every move that went through the midfield. He's done a fantastic job today. So Jake Holt is the man of the match. But the work is not yet done for United as Kyle Carey is sent halfway to China by that shoulder barge from the Leicester Road number 9. So we're into the final 5 minutes. Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. If the Red and Greens can bag one here, they will surely have bagged themselves their first pre-season victory of the summer. So this one has Joan Cairns written all over it. Oh, it smacked off the woodwork as it deflected over the line. No, it hasn't. The strike from Cairns smacked off the crossbar and it bounced off the leg of the goalkeeper, who was just able to scramble back and stop the ball. Well, United have conceded the free kick after a trip from Hudson. Fair to say they're displeased about that one. Leicester player is rather happy about it. I think it was the correct decision, shall we say. But that wasn't the correct pass from the number 12, hoping to find the left back, but it bounces away into touch. The details of the next pre-season friendly and the next CUTV live commentary stream will be coming out in the next week, so make sure to follow us on Twitter with the main account at Coventry United TV and Coventry United TV on Twitter at Cov United TV. Best place to find all of your official club information, and also we've got the website back up, coventryunited.co.uk. All of your official club news on there too. And it's a long lofted ball picked up on the left hand side by Riley O'Sullivan. In fact, lets that one trickle into touch. Looking for Cairns as a hold of the number 9 shirt is shoved down, but actually dragged the number 9 with him. A contentious decision if ever I've seen one there. It looked like Cairns got a little bit of a shove, but then grabbed onto the shirt of the number 9 and pulled him down with him. Well, Cairns' attitude there, if I'm going down, you're going down too. Well, it will be a free kick. About 5 yards outside the Leicester Road penalty area, I should say. And it's Kevin Thornton standing over this one. It's going to be a delivery into Aaron Williams. It bounces behind Williams and in front of the trialist and out for the goal kick before the trialist could attempt to keep it in. Delivery from the goalkeeper, catching the right back out. Nods it into touch. Quick throw by Hudson. Here's O'Sullivan. Everyone back for Leicester Road. They don't want to concede again. It looks like they're trying to step back and catch United on the break. Sawyer. O'Sullivan beaten to it, thumped up line. Another one up for Leicester Road. Ice. Now balance. Across to Hudson. And just shoved to the ground. No attempt to go for the ball there. And there goes the ball as it's lofted out of the ground by the number 6. Well, does someone want to go and talk to the neighbour and see if we can get our ball back? Well, the referee consultating with the linesman again. It looked like a clear Coventry United free kick. Well, Thornton being the rather forceful individual that we know him to be, let's just say that. As he has a word with the linesman, the free kick has been upheld. Didn't come to anything, but we'll get a throw in straight away. Carey forces the ground under pressure from behind, and the ball to the Leicester Road number 7 just to the left, which enables Cairns to pick it up in the centre circle. Following that attempted break, here's Ison, floats it right. Powerful header away. And we are now into added minutes. There should be at least 2 due to the drinks break. There have been no goals in the second half. Lengthy stoppage for an injury to the opening 5. And I'd say 2 to 3 minutes of added time at the end of the second half. Score remains Leicester 1, Coventry 2. The ball floated over the defence for Kyle Carey. Carey offside. Once again, if you are interested in sponsoring the CUTV commentary streams, then leave a comment in the YouTube comment section or let us know on Twitter at Coventry United TV to register your interest with a direct message. Every penny that goes to the sponsorship goes towards sustaining CUTV and improving our equipment. Cannons off balance. Carey backing into the defender, but allows the trialist onto it. But he's shepherded into touch. We've had 90 seconds of added time. United at the moment on the way to a well-received pre-season victory. We'll be talking to Terry Anderson after the match. So check the YouTube channel for our exclusive interview coming up. Side by the Leicester Road left back. Not the ball he wanted, it's into the hands of Reece Francis, the United goalkeeper. Sawyer. Now Cairns. Can United get themselves a third? Try to slot it up the left-hand side to Lewis Hudson. But the midfielder gets there first. Frustration for the United coaching staff. And will that allow Leicester Road one final chance to equalise? No, it won't. It's the number 10's run towards the edge of the box. Cateo try to chip it to the right-hand side. And that should be the end of the match. We've had 3 added minutes. The referee with whistle in hand. Balance in their own penalty area. Lewis Ison now for the Red and Greens. 4th minute of added time. Ison, Thornton, back to Ison. Into the holding midfield with Aaron Williams. Just thumps it straight into the empty stand. And once again, that's not a side that we want to see. Those stands should be full of spectators cheering on their respective teams. We hope to see the supporters of Leicester Road and Coventry United back with their respective clubs very soon. And a massive thank you to the Coventry United supporters and of course the Leicester Road too for your support on the commentary this afternoon. It really does mean a lot. And we hope you've enjoyed the commentary experience. Kerry ducking in. Charged down by the defender, but Kerry's still onto it on the left-hand side of the penalty area. He's got Hudson down line, covered up by the defender. Here's the try, tries to meg the defender. Not this time. It's the end of that 4th minute of added time. Throw by Valence, all the way back to Francis. The wind picks up again. Valence. Here's Aaron Williams. Floats it over the back line. Carey gives chase. I think Carey knew it was a losing battle. It's out right in the left corner. United don't have to go chasing this. It's Leicester Road who need to chase. They've got the lead in their hand. They look comfortable. They just need to hold this advantage for the final few seconds of this the first friendly of 2020. Carey's ball straight to the chest of the Leicester Road number 11. Slide in by Williams, looking for Riley O'Sullivan. And the referee has given a free kick as O'Sullivan with a body check on the number 12 for Leicester Road. Ball halfway into Leicester Road territory, strikes it to the right. Nodded on by the number 9. But the referee brings the first pre-season friendly of 2020 to an end, and it is the start. So a few tweaks to be ironed out, but the Red and Greens have got the win. And Chris Campbell, yes, he's got his goal. What a goal it was. United more than satisfied with the first couple of hours of competitive football this season. The final score at Green King Stadium, Leicester Road 1, Coventry United 2. And that will do us for CUTV this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Details of the next commentary stream will be coming up in the next few days. Until then, stay locked to our official Twitter and Facebook channels for details of what's to come. From everyone at Coventry TV and at the Green King Stadium, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.